Let's now bring in Claire Fan, economist at the Royal Bank of Canada. Claire, good afternoon and thank you for your time.
Afternoon. Thank you for having me.
So let's make a start with these latest unemployment numbers, third consecutive month where we've seen a drop of sorts. How are you assessing what's happening in the economy?
Like you said, definitely we're starting to see some cooling in labor market conditions here in Canada, despite a small change lower in employment growth. In July, the unemployment rate actually ticked higher and is currently 0.5% higher than where it was just back in April. So that's suggesting that, just some of the stallings in labor demand, so those trends and early signs that we've been seeing for months now, they're finally starting to show up a bit more in the headline numbers, and just bringing more cooling into the labor sort of market.
So, Claire, unemployment rate rose to 5.5%, but at the same time, we are seeing that wages have increased. So, how do you put that into perspective?
I think, yeah, so that definitely is a relevant question, and more so in a way, you have to consider where we're coming from, essentially. Again, just in April, and even now with the unemployment rate of 5.5%, and in April more like 5%. So that was actually the lowest unemployment rate that Canada has seen since the 1960s and 70s. So that speaks to an incredibly tight labor market where labor shortage issues is very widespread and acute for many sectors. So that's sort of what economists would call this sort of excess demand state of labor market, and
Mm-hmm.
it's not really supposed to be sustained over the long run without being inflationary. And the wage growth numbers that are still persisting higher are kind of a reflection of that really hot labor market condition, which is just finally starting to see a bit more cooling these days.
Now, Claire, job numbers is one of the indicators Bank of Canada looks at when they decide what to do with the key interest rate. Now, come September, they will, of course, be assessing the situation where inflation numbers are concerned, the job market is concerned. What's your take? What's your assessment of what can we expect from the BOC in September?
Yeah, so today's jobs report is definitely in favor of our expectation for the bank to be stepping to the sideline and keeping the overnight rate at 5% instead of moving it any higher. Inflation trends largely have been improving here in Canada, and the question really remains, what does it take for inflation to drop all the way down to 2%? And can it get there? Are rates restrictive enough? And I think today's employment report is, a very preliminary guess to that question. And moving forward, we do expect, just unemployment rate to keep moving higher, sort of as this combination of stalling labor demand. At the same time, we have more added labor supply from a higher immigration inflow. So those two things combined will restore more balance into the labor market.
Right.
So it takes people longer to find employment as well. But then that in turn will probably lead to impact to households' income and impact their
Mm-hmm.
spending as well. So ultimately, that's what the Bank of Canada really want to see in a nutshell. And that is still our base case, for the economy to slow a bit more, labor market
Right.
condition out to deteriorate, and for that to keep the bank on the sideline.
All right. Claire Fan, an economist at the Royal Bank of Canada. Thank you for your time, Claire.
No worries.